Oh, Jesus. I've got too much to do, it's official. I'm going to try and make a video every week and just try follow the progress along with these projects. Some of them are actually really fucking cool. I am going to swear a lot in these vlogs. I'm going to try not to. But, yeah, we've got big two-strokes, big engines, some artistic fence type stuff. I say artistic very loosely. But yeah, we're all moving under my own weight, so I've got an endless amount of stuff to do. I do 5-minute videos each day and then upload the collage every week and hopefully follow some half decent progress. Run you through some projects to start off with. I'm building this fence for a woman and her house. She was after like a Gothic Victorian classic flowery flowy type gate, and I found some really nice pieces. Found some really nice pieces in on the old Tinterwebs. Look at these cast flowers. Now I think these are built in India. Mass produced by some proper big fellas over there, all lined up in their flip-flops and their overalls, and they just fucking crack on. Cast it in the sand, but they've done an amazing job. And it saves me so much time. Imagine trying to replicate this over in the UK. It costs you an arm and a leg if you were to try and manufacture this yourself. But when you've got a band of 10 men and a shitload of passion, you can turn out some really nice some really nice products. Look at these. I'll have to clean up the weld faces in a few areas, but the majority of it's really, really nice. There's a big forged piece there, look. So you've got a big gate to build. Wow. Oh, the list is endless. The list is endless. Got a Kajiva Mito, that 125 with the 350 engine in it. Just had the engine, the frame painted. I've got to rebuild the engine and then reinstall it with some bits that I need to anodize. So that's going to be an interesting thing. I need to make a little anodizing setup where I can dip and plate some metals. So that's the Kajiva. That's enough. I'm talking on some bollocks. But the next thing is a beautiful Kawasaki 250 with a Kawasaki 500 3-cylinder two-stroke in it, and he wants to make it road legal. So I've got a tail light to fabricate into his rear fairing over there, headlight to hook up, switch gears to fit, wiring loom to make, some sort of airbox, make it run nice. Road legalize, rebuild, fabricate. Jet boat's almost finished. Oh lordy! It's basically ready to go in the water. I've not uploaded a video on this, but I've got a load of bits in the GoPro from me building it, so I'm gonna video editing is a nightmare. Also, talking to the camera on your own is weird. But there she is. This is what we're about, people. This is a premium Jamie Holland project. Fiberglass floor, fucking plush seat, big ass exhaust. Yeah, she's almost ready to go. Monkey bike, it's taken years, poor bugger. KDX 200 in for a refurb. C90 probably in for a service. Anyone wants to buy my greaves, knock me out. Poor little pedal and pop. Oh, there's just stuff everywhere. One video a week. I'm hoping it'll be well, yeah, let's try and get some progress on the old YouTube. Okay, I've tidied up the workshop and I'm ready to tackle the first job on the agenda. The first job is similar to the gate setup. I need to make some benches for this memorial garden for a customer. So she's entrusted me with the responsibility of making a nice comfy place for them to reminisce and remember. So she wants a nice, really bespoke captain seat with a couple side benches either side for... Oh goodness. Okay, I've come up with a plan for today of what I want to try and do. I'll try not to take too long explaining it. I'll try not to take too long to explaining it. This video edit is mental. I could basically time travel. I've just rewatched some of the start montages that I made at the very beginning of this chair. I'm at the end now. Basically, I'm not at the end. I'm actually nowhere near the end, but I'm at the end of the main structure. Yeah, so the next few videos are little sections of the assembly process, just to give you an idea of how I've made it to this end result. It is pretty self-explanatory. It's nothing really that extreme, but I've really paid attention to the lines and the sort of flowing aspects of it. So hopefully you enjoy the next sort of 5-10 minutes of me like bending shit and figuring out what I'm going to do, because I had no idea what I was doing. I just had a rough image of what I wanted. I got pretty close. I'm just in the makings of shaping the struts for the main captain's chair. Now that's the main profile, but I do want to have, like I said before, some arse imprint, so I've left myself a lot of freedom on these exterior struts and then the centre one as well, so I'll have like a nice flow to it. And then I want some big armrests sort of as a statement piece. And then it needs painting, and I want to detail some of the flowers after I've had it blacked, and then after it's detailed I'll lacquer it. So, you know, there's still a distance to go, but yeah, a bit of time travelling, eh? I've also got some jazz on the jet boat, so it's going to be a weird video. It's going to be fun editing this. Hope you enjoy. Let me know if you do or don't. Brr. Sorry, cheeky little I'm going to give you a little close-up of this chair, just so you got a bit of context when you are watching those assembly processes and my sort of problem solving. You've got some context, so I'll show you exactly what I've done quite close up, just for 30 seconds. I've run past the chair, so you have an idea of, you know, what I was aiming for in the previous videos before I knew that the chair was like this. Anyway, there's still a lot of welding to do, but these are the cast assortments of flowers that I was talking about, and I've given it a little bit of detail. Again, I'm going to muck around and bend them in a bit. Waiting for some silicone bronze to weld these casts up, so they're only tacked in place at the moment, and I'm still going to tweak the ends of these pieces just to really sort of bed it into the shape of the chair. You can see here I started to tweak some of them. I'm not going crazy, but it needs that level of attention. Same with these little bits. You don't see this structure behind it once all the wood's in, but it's nice to know it's got some flow that's been attended to. It's just ergonomic, you know, it's where it naturally wants to sit anyway. It's all load bearing, it's all mechanically, I think, as it should be, based on my fucking 10 years of experience, I suppose. Just fucking about. But yeah, it's got nice shape to it, I think. I like this piece. This piece is cool because all these parts for the bench were made from those gate parts that I was talking about at the start of the video. So this piece here, which looks like a nice, you know, headstone. Headstone, that's a bit vulgar. But it's recycled from Miss Spirally Doodah. Oh, sorry. You see? Just cut the ends off, use that centerpiece. Bada bing, bada boom. So there's a bit of context. Fucking, yeah, I had fun, so hopefully it translates. Right, now just so you guys know, I've actually got some quite big aspirations for the projects that I've got going on. I say big, it's all silly stuff. I'm still quite young, I'm 26. So I'm still in the phase where I can basically muck around. So the idea is to, yeah, have fun while I can. And the idea, well, my first idea for the ultimate amount of fun for my brain at least, is to finish the monkey bike, get it to the point where it's basically bulletproof, and take it to Africa and do a Dakar loop of Tunisia, off-road, 1,200 kilometers. 200 people strong, and break some bones. Don't want to anymore. Still pretty messed up. But yeah, Dakar racing. So please Like and follow, help me along the journey. Or just watch. If you enjoy mechanical mucking around, stick around, please. Please. Who the fuck says please? No. Yeah, like and follow if you want to support. Right, I'm halfway into day 1 of the week. It's Monday. I actually know what day of the week it is. But I've spread out all my materials now the workshop's clean. And if you cast your mind back 30 seconds ago when 30 seconds ago? I wonder how long ago that was in there. Probably, yeah, 2 minutes ago. I was talking about the gates and everything. I have laid out what I'm going to do with the bench. Got a rough idea now that I've spread everything out. And I've familiarised myself with all the parts that I'm going to use. I've done a couple of drawings just to try and gauge what the seat's going to look like. It does look a bit silly in that drawing. I'm going to do some more detailed and more accurately sized ones. It was just to get a kind of vibe for the seat. So I've laid out the footprint of the face of the sort of centre chair that's going to be, you know, housed with some little benches either side. I really like the idea of using these cast feet. I'm not going to ramble too much. I'm just going to make some cuts now. I just thought I'd make a little video to show you this stage. This is the first stage of making anything. It's just ballparking, spitballing. Get a grinder out. Alright, sound. So, yeah, after that intro, I've come up with an idea of how I want the layout to be, some rough dimensions, just gauging. I want to run you through the way I sort of process what I've got to do. I'm only making a chair, you know. But, yeah, this is the kind of gist. It's the kind of height that I want. So we're going to bend this, make another one, and then daydream about different faces that I can use for the front of the face of the chair. So you can't see. You see there? Yeah. Daydream about different sort of faces I can put on the head of the chair. Could run a spiral across the front. That might look quite cool. Might be a bit too much though. Or we could do something a bit more simple with this. This is a bit more sort of industrial. Yeah, I don't know. Bend those. I'm going to take some photos of the different avenues we could go in terms of styling. I think I prefer this flowy type thing because it'll sit better with the flowers that we want to put in it, as opposed to something like this, which is really sort of come straight out of a train station from the 60s or something. So yeah, I'll bend those, jig it up, and then take some photos, and I'll bounce back to the customer and see where she wants to go. Okay, I've done a bit of cutting and a bit of welding, tacked those two legs together so they're about where I think they should be. The next idea is to figure out what's going in the centre of these two columns. The plan is for these columns to sway back down to another foot. I have struts of wood going across to link the two sides together. Standard sort of bench malarkey. On those struts I can shape however I want to get a nice arse input. But in the meantime, the next choice is to decide between different avenues to go down. You know, different different sort of styles. This one's a bit more fuller, but I'd have to take up a lot more of the space throughout the chair as I go along. If I use these big swirls, I'll have to add the fill-in corner to it. Whereas if I was to use something like this, I could keep it quite simplistic and just straight lines and nothing too crazy. Quite like that. Or for a bit of craziness, there you go, bada bing, bada boom. How about there's a nut catcher, so when you roll up from your seat, yeah, I don't know. So take some photos and speak to the customer and see. Alright, day 2. And I don't know where to go from here. It's looking alright. It's looking cool. But I don't want it to look too 2D, if you know what I mean. I want to have some nice curves in it. Yeah. Let's see where I go from here. Fast forward probably a day. Brilliant. The seat's coming together. Yeah, I'm liking the look of it so far. The idea was to make it quite flowery and have some nice flowy aspects to it, so I'm starting to just try spitball some how I'm going to fill up the shapes. This is all just extremely loosely tacked together, but I just want to get a feel for it, you know what I mean? I'm going to have big wooden struts across here, as you do on a standard bench. On the end of the wooden struts I'm going to cap it with brass and fix them individually to these rails. Industrial looking for the actual structure, and then have the flowers run somewhere else. But I like those cast infills, they actually look really nice. I think this might be a little bit too much though. It might be a bit crazy. I think it's unnecessary. Yeah, good progress. Oh, I don't know, it might be a bit much. Might be a bit too fucking poncy. Might be a bit too poncy. No, it sounds... don't know. Okay, day 3. Planning on making a little bench along the side. Got a rough... looking homeless as ever. Bench is looking good though. At least I think. This is the main structure. I'm still going to add a bunch of cast flowers in all the little hot spots. But in terms of a base, it's looking Gothic. I like it. It's got quite a communal sort of vibe to it, with these benches tapered forward. It gives you that sort of inclusive kind of space to talk. That's the idea, at least. I'm going to run these wooden struts along and up. They should be suspended off that front cross member and the upper one up here. Warm, warm. Some nice flowers. Yeah, it's getting there. Big oxy torch to bend everything. Grinders and flappy discs just to shape the material. That's going to be my my headpiece. And then the lovely TIG torch to fuse it all together. Going in though. Still countless things to do. I said I was going to cut down on swearing, but fuck right off. Is this a bloody car? Whoa! We've just been for a drive in it. Oh my god. What a chariot. This is 100 years old. 2 years off being a ton. Look at the actual size of it. Like, what is going on? The wheel is up to my hip. The drum shoes weigh as much as me. The engine is a 7-litre inline-6 monster that on tickover could pull a house down. And look how intricate some of these, well, how intricate everything is. All of the castings, all of the levers, all of the pivot points, all of the little special functions to just to keep everything going. It's all serviceable, it's all maintainable by hand, being that everything is designed to be serviced by hand. Yeah, none of this was built. All of this was built with a pen and paper, a pencil and a paper. Oh, she's just an absolute fucking diamond. Couple of oil leaks, but you know, here's what it is. Look at the size of it. Day 4. Fucking hell, we're moving. He wants to take this from Jersey to South Africa. He wants to drive it down. I think he wants to ship some of it, get it shipped some of the distance. But he wants to do driving in South Africa, so it needs to be reliable. I'm not quite sure yet if he's taking me along as a mechanic, support mechanic, to keep him going. It's done 60,000 miles this already, so it's already done a decent amount of work. But there's a few things to cure and familiarise myself with. Not that I'm going to have anywhere near enough time to actually get to know the machine. Probably it'd take an entire lifetime to get to know a machine like this. The level of detail is just absolutely almost unfathomable. The fact that this existed 98 years ago and now we have fucking crap made of plastic. Like, how have we gone from something so amazing to shit that lasts 10 years and is biodegrading by the time you fucking parked it in your outside fucking parking space for 2 weeks straight? This is the shit. I'm a decent way through the project on the bench seat. I've made a lot of the structure and I've started working on the wood, vandalised my workshop. But let me show you the progress. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything else you would have changed or any different orientation of parts that you would have used. Chuck it in the comments, might as well. That's if anyone is even watching. But hey, I'm really enjoying myself. I think she's looking cool. Just mucking around trying to shape those profiles of the wood, figure out what I'm doing. But it's all fused together now, it's rock solid. Yeah, we got her all welded home. I'm waiting on some silicone bronze to weld in these cast pieces because they crack even if you try to tweak them. Surprise, surprise. I like the swap out for the roses. They're still looking a little bit mass produced, so I'm just going to try tweak some of these corners, try and bed it in a little bit. They're going to be quite hard to paint as well and preserve. but you know, if they've got a 10-year life expectancy, happy days. I can maintain it through that, absolutely. Yeah, and then the next really hard part is going to be shaping these struts of wood to go up and through. I want this profile to be curved, follow the base of the seat so it feels nice on the back of your legs, and then just a soft curve here. Not sure what I want to do about this offset, whether I fill in that piece with brass or something. Don't know, but yes. It's looking quite scary. Genuinely, if anyone's got any opinions on it, even if you think it's shit, let me know. Progress. I like it. Yeah, I actually do like it. It's growing on me. End of the video, people. I'm out. Peace and love. Hope everyone's well. Like and follow if you made it this far. Please. Didn't mean to please. I did mean to please. Yeah, I'd love a bit of support, and I mean, people seem to be making... If you do like and follow, then I'll be able to get to Africa even sooner. Ah! Get on a monkey bike. Fuck! Shit the bed. You want to see what I've got for it? Ah! Listen, it's the end of the video, so you're fucking basically wasting your time watching it. But fucking shit the bed. Imagine the chrome on the beast. Oh, and the Dakar Baja headlight. Oh, beautiful clocks. Handmade Indian press rolled old English machining oil gauges. Oh, Jesus. So if you can hit that bloody follow button for us, I can get to Africa sooner, surely. People seem to be making a fucking buck off this YouTube thing, and it supports their passion. And this is my passion. I want to get to Africa. On that. Side note as well, I'm sort of trying to outline and show perspective on how amazing our forefathers were, and all of the tooling that still exists to this day, you know, that built our foundation that we live on now so comfortably. Like, for instance, my 1960s Mated 7. Woo! So that's what this workshop is about. That's what I like to think I'd try to be about, is show an appreciation for what came before us and the avenues that we want to get to. Old tooling, baby, it's fucking awesome. Yeah, man. And ladies, fucking peace out. Where's the lens? Weird thing. Right, I'm off, people. Ride safe, will ya?